Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Immortal Empires and part 11 of my Cylostra Direfin Campaign. Here we are at Chotek's Causeway. Chotek me harder. Gubbinz already murdering. Jesus, that's a lot of... How many skinks did you kill? 14 in one shot? Yep, that'll do it. So we've got Cylostra, Sir Crabbington, Emmett, Richard, and Daisy. Daisy's just sort of taking up the rear. She's not in any hurry. Just chilling. Get some good damage off. The gunners are in range. We just hold. I mean, there's no point rushing really. There's the what are they called? The Shade Wraith gunners. I mean, they're not doing much damage. Mostly hitting the wall. So far, so good. Gunners over here having a little bit more luck, considering that the little buttresses have been knocked down. Not buttresses, are they? Are they? What are they called? Battlements? Battlements? Doesn't matter. Anyway, Sarah Spear's moving up onto the wall. I think they're trying to replenish the numbers here. I don't know why they'd really bother, considering we're not actually coming to the wall, so there's no point being up there. And we could do, but there's no real rush, because we're just smashing the gate down. Okay, Shade Wraith Gunner's getting a little bit more damage here. It's a little bit better. They're up to 4 kills now. Not too bad. They debuff armour as well, which is very nice. So our artillery doing fantastic work. There's our melee infantry moving up. Just waiting. No rush. Slow and steady wins the race. Especially when you've got the Queen Bess at your back blowing up everyone. Oh, I do love the Queen Bess. So good. Yep. That'll do it. How's that gate coming on? Is it coming along? It's coming along. Okay. The enemy do have some units held back. They've got some Kobold Spear Riders, some Pterodons. Some more Kobold Spear Riders. It's just kind of a bog standard garrison. Nothing too much to worry about. Ah, finally the gate's down. That's good. Now we can come in. Richard, of course, first in. He's always first in. Probably just trying to... Oh, goes and kicks the Sarah Scar veteran in the face. In comes Emmett as well. And there's Sir Crabbington and Cylostra just behind. I mean, that's not a good look for him, is it? That's... We're taking a little bit of fire from some skinks, but I'm not overly concerned about that. The Saurus are coming down off the... Oh. Ow. Also, Crabbington's just having a little snack there. Lovely. I think that was a skink or something. Probably doesn't matter. Skull Veteran is... Yeah, he's got quadruple teamed and he's not very happy. Some skinks coming back to the fight, trying to melee us. Some Saurus Spear infantry surrounding Sir Crabbington, but they're not really going to have much effect. So Crabbington's a bit of a beast. He's just chopping away. Backed up by the depth guard there. Some Sarah Spear, Cold Bond Spear Hunters? Riders? Cold Bond Spear Riders, there we go. Fighting Emmett, but not having much luck. Oof. Did he just kill like 5 in 1 there? I think he just completely tore them to pieces. Brutal. The depth guard and Saurus fighting. Backed up by Sir Crabbington, who's going to have another little snack. Lovely. Lovely. And of course the cursed questing knights, damned questing knights. Swinging their swords. We've got these Saurus surrounded. There's no running away from them. They do tend to just go out of control rather than die. But they're not going to have much of a chance to go out of control when they're completely surrounded. So we've annihilated the defenders at the wall. In record time, I think that is. We still do have some units in the city centre, so we now we've just got to go and deal with them, so we're going to move the damned questing knights up. Along with Depth Guard and Sir Crabbington. Some reinforcement. So some of the units that fled are now heading back to try and reinforce the city centre. They're not really going to have much luck. Some skinks. Looks like we're trying to chuck spears at the damned questing knights, and no, that's not gone very well for them. Has it, lads? No. You're now surrounded. It's not ideal. And the rest of the army is now trying to throw back Sir Cravington, but they have no chance, and they are fleeing for their lives. Well, that was absolutely pitiful.
Sack it.
Do I want to sack it? Do I want to take it?
Search for treasure.
Okay, we'll occupy. We'll occupy. Cylostra is fearless. I mean, she is a ghost, so that probably does help with the fearless thing. And we're going to want to create as much vampiric corruption here as possible. So let's go for that. Let's go for that. Okay.
Admiral,
Now, something I'm going to call these guys the Deep Walkers, because someone requested that, so we'll do that. I mean, Depth Guards seem to work quite well as Deep Walkers, so that's what we're going for. Cylostra, you've got a skill point. We're going to go with, I think, Black Powder Overload, so more missile damage for artillery. Richard is already quite beastly, so we're just going to give him Wound Maker, so he's even worse, or even better, as the case may be. Yeah, I kind of like all that, to be honest. It's all very handy. Okay, Floating Pyramid, we're going to upgrade. I'm hoping to catch this guy with Ellie's army. I think that's going to be okay. It's a lot of skinks, isn't it? Let's get another of those, just to be on the safe side. We can afford it. Not an issue. Our infrastructure is getting better and better. And I think there might be a port over here, so we'll go and grab that. And I should really start recruiting some... Oh, thank God. I should really start recruiting some lords, so that we can fill out those... I could probably... you know, I might aim to get another army up. Yes, that's it. Oh, look at that. Perfect. I couldn't have planned that any better. The Burnt Banner. Let's give that to, I don't know, one of these guys. Sure, them. We'll give it to them. That, yeah, sure. That works, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Well, this could not have gone better for us. This is perfect. Getting them in an ambush, very nice. And now they're going to have to run straight through our bullet storm. And the skinks are not enjoying that. They're getting cut down as they try and charge across the open ground. But there is a lot of them. On our right flank, we've got some of our melee infantry, a couple of pirate deckhands, ensemble pirate deckhands with polearms. The skinks charging towards the missile units are getting completely overwhelmed. In comes a hug. Cuddles. Which wipes out even more skinks. Looks like they're trying to throw javelins, which is the wrong decision, because these skinks are just getting absolutely annihilated. They're getting mown down. Huge, like just the sheer number of corpses. However, on the left flank, some skink cohort and some Saurus have now got into combat, and poor Ellie is now surrounded. She's going to give as good as she gets, but there's a lot of Saurus here. And the deckhands are not really going to be any kind of match for the Saurus. The skinks, slightly better match. Although still slightly out. Yeah, the skinks do have an advantage, I think. However, with most of the enemy army now routed, our gunners can flank around. Look at their shiny little heads. Oh, they're adorable. So now they're going to get shot in the back. Unfortunately, some units have actually returned to the fight. Skink cohorts coming back. Opening fire, trying to deal with them. Little crackle grenade, is that? A slow grenade? Skink's trying to charge back across to reinforce. It's not going to work though. It's just the Saurus to deal with, but the Saurus have managed to get into this weird position on our flank. Although we're cutting down the Skinks, the Saurus are still fighting. As you can see, they're racking up the kills ridiculously quickly. 139. Ellie has had to pull out of the fight. She got rather mangled by the Saurus Old Blood, who is continuing his rampage. We've had to throw some zombies at him to try and save the mortars, because he was trying to eat them, which I don't like. What's he cut? Is this the... Right, cold-blooded. So it reduces, stops rampage, increases leadership. So these guys are just going to sit there and just munch their way through zombies. Up to 164 kills. And this Saurus Old Blood is going to be taking 0 damage. Unfortunately, we don't have any healer. We need to get a healer for Ellie, don't we? That's what we need. But the gunners finishing off the last of the army. As you can see, these Skinks here just getting mown down. There we go. They're off. The battlefield littered with Skink corpses. And with the Skink's death, the Saurus Old Blood army losses have taken effect. There we go. He's off, thank God. Because I don't think I could have actually killed him. I think he would have probably just eaten the entire army. Just by himself. Unless we could have shot him, maybe. Ellie once again proving why she is Cylostra's second in command, although she could definitely do with maybe a little bit of help when dealing with Saurus Old Bloods. But still, we're going to give her a share of the loot, because that's going to reduce our infamy a bit, which can only be a good thing. Give us some experience. There's no downside, really. Plus, Ellie's got another rank. Rank 11. That does mean we could make her, put her in that office, which... To be honest, I think that's mostly... I don't know. We need... To be honest, I think the upkeep reduction is probably better. But I do think we should get another army up. I thought that was Isabel the Downer for a minute. Just really depressing to be around, maybe. Warband of the Crow. Ooh. Okay. So, wound failure. Good. That guy's apparently dead. That's fine.
Captain, on deck.
Is there a port? There is a port. It's not a very good port. What about over here? Yeah, we could put a pirate cove there, I guess. Pop one there. No harm in that. What's it? Yeah, we could... Let's get a picaroon there. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe I want Lord Recruit rank. It gives White and Mongol Haunter. Yeah, I'm going to get one of those, you know. I'm going to get one of those. I feel like money at the moment isn't so much an issue. So we're going to do that. Yes, right. Let's lay siege to the mirror pools.
No.
Yes. You know what? Let's build some siege towers just for shits and giggles. No reason not to be honest. What are they going to do? Attack? Doubt it.
Admiral of the fleet.
Okay, Ellie did fantastic work. She is now rank 11. I could give her a Rotting Promethean. That would give her a little bit more armour. Do I like that? Let's give a spiteful shot and give it a little bit more magic to use. We've got Deadeye. Shark bait is not really that useful. Grenade abilities, I'm sort of meh about the grenade abilities, to be honest. They're okay, but not super useful. More powder, I don't know. Yeah, alright, maybe let's get the powder keg. If all else fails, shoot it squarely and dive into the drink. Yep, sure. That's the thing.
Admiral of the fleet.
Okay, this army is not going to do much, is it? Public order here is actually fine. What about... Yeah, that's alright.
Landfolk are weak.
That's alright. Wait, what have you got? Sirens. Okay. Could get some more cash. Could... Oh, we've got all of that. Could get defences, but don't really need to. I mean, we could get the gold mine back. Thing is, it's just... It doesn't feel worth it. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt to have it. But... Yeah, okay. Alright, we'll grab that. We will grab that, and then we will also grab... we will grab Burke Black, because... he has impressive seacraft. So he gets more growth, more physical resistance, more weapon strength, and has access to shipbuilding. And he's going to start off at level 6. In fact, if we wait until that other building, he'll start off at level 7, won't he? Ooh, let's do that. Let's just hold off then. There's no more money buildings we can really make, is there? Nah. Public order here is kind of okay. So we could make Ellie the Fleet Enforcement Admiral, and that would give us more Vampire Fleet Captains, which would be useful. It would also make her Frenzy, and increase Hero and Lord Recruit rank by +3. If we put Ellie... Can we switch in one turn? I don't know if we can switch in one turn. I think there's a one-turn cooldown in putting people in. Okay, can we put you back in? Okay, we can. All right, let's make Ellie the Fleet Enforcement Admiral, because that's going to increase our Hero and Lord Recruit rank by +3. So that means when we recruit, he's going to be level 9. In fact, if we wait until that building has finished at the Pirate Cove, he'll be level 10. 10 free levels. That feels pretty good. And it means Ellie is now our Fleet Enforcement Admiral. So she gets +15 physical resistance. She gets Frenzy as well, which is quite nice. Okay, let's go with that. Yes. Physical resistance and Frenzy. I mean, it's probably better on someone that has a polearm, but... Hello, Mazdamundi. How's it going, buddy? What's happening? You're on a peace treaty, and you're going to give it 300. Is that it? The Great Plan leads... Does it really? The Great Plan leads... What does it? Does it? Does the Great Plan lead you away from war when you're surrounded in your last stronghold with a pitiful army to defend you? Is that when the Great Plan leads away, does it? Okay. Well, I'll make a mental note of that, but in the meantime, screw you, you big fat frog. Can't believe you damaged my walls. What an absolute dick. Okay, so we've got the Pirate's Rest, so that's going to increase our Lord Recruit rank by another 1. So we should get level 10 Lords. So we're going to recruit Burke Black. And... oh, what should we call him? I'll have to think up a name for him. What about Sharky and George? Remember Sharky and George? Maybe he should be Sharky, Captain Sharky. And then we need a George. The Crime Busters of the Sea. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
The crew are restless.
Right, so now if we recruit Sharky. Level 10. Excellent. So Symbols is happy because we've... sure, whatever. And he's got raise the loyalty of one of your lords to above 7. Mistress, minions who feel appreciated will always perform better than those who feel spurned. Raise a lord's loyalty to maximum and witness the benefits of a fulfilled commander. I mean... Ellie's got max loyalty, so...
Admiral of the fleet.
Yes, I know you are. Right, okay. Let's make him... I do like Smug. That extra campaign movement range. It just feels really good. We could, I mean, we could give him a lot of artillery just to be fun. It's 8%. Alright, let's make him an arsonist. And then we're going to go Route Marcher. And we're going to go Inspiring Presence. We're going to get the Hunger. Spirit Leech, yes. Okay. Armour and Weapon Damage Reduction. Okay. Minus Leadership, that could be quite nice. Causes Terror, yeah. Fate of Buna is... I've Black Magic is... It's okay. I'm going to grab that, you know, and then I'm going to get Soul Blight, I think. That's what we're going to do, and then we're going to pop him in there. And we are going to recruit... I mean, obviously we need to name him Captain Sharky. And we need a George. So, let's get a Fleet Captain. Let's get Mary Kelly.
Fleet Captain reporting.
And that's George. Not George Kelly, just George. And George is going to have Invocation of Nehek. We're going to have, in fact... Oh, let's get Drowned Dead. Do I upgrade that? Yeah, sure, let's upgrade that. Right, you're going to join... You're going to join there. And we're going to get...
I'll order it.
Let's get 4 mortars. Let's do that to start off with. Just to start. Oh, did we lose a polearm? Okay, well, let's just grab another one of those. I'm going to send Ellie on some sea scouring.
The galleon awaits.
Although, to be honest, she could use a vampire fleet captain of her very own.
I hunger for blood.
There's not an awful lot of cash here, is there?
On my way.
Let's just head up this. Sartosa's really taken a chunk out of Ulthuan, haven't they? Jeez. What I might do is head up to Nagrand as well and get some... I mean, I'm sure Malekith wants... Oh yeah, let's get Fleet Secretary, Captain Sharky's Fleet Secretary. I'm sure Malekith wants some Pirate Coves. I'm sure he'd love one or two. Just pop them in there. You can sit brooding about them. He'd love it. Oh, you picked up a thing. I wanted that, you little shit. Oh, once I finish you off. Goals of Pleasure and Forgebound have confederated. I wonder if we can get some... Ooh. Aranessa Salt Spiked there. Now, you can't confederate with other pirate lords, unfortunately. But then you do get the, you know, special fleet captain people, so I guess that sort of works out. Okay, we've got magazines, so more ammo. That's very nice. And symbols. Yes, we've done that. I mean, Ellie bloody loves us, so it wasn't going to be a particularly difficult one. Let's go down and grab these remnants of battle down here. What's that? Ah, in the aftermath. Let's take a sunken chest. We've got trunk of maps and a ship's necromancer. Ah, it's actually not too bad. All this one needs is a small space off to one side and plenty of samples to work with. Sure. You know what might be good is giving it to old Captain Sharky over here. Because he's going to be doing a lot of recruitment, so if that costs less, that's better, right?
Time to press, guys.
Sounds better. Okay, we're gonna go sailing with Ellie. Ellie's gonna sail off. Probably could do with some better units, but that's alright. There's Evelyn.
Your betters.
Hello.
Aim for their stores.
I'm sure this isn't making... Yeah, she doesn't like the fact we're setting up pirate coves in her pirate towns. We're just moving in on a business, but that's fine. I mean, not for her, but for me, I'm okay with that. And I only really care about how I feel about this. So... I'm sure you have. Have you been spying on people again, Cylostra? It's just a bit creepy, isn't it? What? In fact, what am I doing here? What do we do? Oh, Cylostra's balcony. Oh, yes. We do need to do that. Can I do that? Technically, yes, if I get the money. Yep, alright. Alright, Cylostra, that's fine. Good. Daisy, you know what? Actually, let's give you Swashbuckler. Let's give you some more melee attack. And Evelyn, do you want to kidnap? Do you want to be a kidnapper? Be a kidnapper. Be a nice little kidnapper. I mean, not nice, but you know what I mean. A first mate, quartermaster, income from ports. We do have quite a few ports now, don't we? So actually, you pay us and we keep the darkness at bay. After all, you wouldn't want one of your loved ones to have an accident, would you? You really wouldn't. Not when Sir Crabbington's around. We've seen him. He enjoys eating people. That's a nice little snack from time to time. Okay, so we need to get the third verse, which is not going to be particularly difficult because I feel like any time now we're going to spawn that last army. Did you try to assassinate Richard, you little bugger? Oh, you can't trust anyone these days, can you? Honestly. Okay, and hopefully we should be beefing up the vampiric corruption here. Yes, and that's going to, with any luck, make that city rebel. Now, I don't... Like, ladies, I don't mind you fighting. Just don't raise the settlement. Because I've got a pirate cove there, and I don't want to lose it. There's Isabel the Downer. Mooching around again. Just bringing everyone down. That's all she does. Just makes everyone a little bit sadder. Ugh, it's the worst. Okay, Mirror Pools of Tepok. Ah, yeah, we've got enough siege towers. You do keep saying that, though. The last stand of Mazdamundi. There is still an army wandering around, but we shouldn't have too much trouble with killing that. We've actually built some siege towers this time around. Probably don't need to be honest, but I don't think we've actually seen the siege towers before. They look like little boats. Look at that. It's quite nice. It looks like a cross between sort of a... Because this looks quite similar to the vampire counts, except now it's got cannons. It's got a little ship sort of hull on the back. It's got a floating anchor, apparently. Is that supposed to be there? Maybe a little bug in the model? Okay, good. That doesn't matter. Anyway, so kicking the gate down here. Gatehouse going down. Well, the gate's going down slowly. Mazdamundi is chilling at the city centre with a little friend here. He's got a little friend, but his army is not looking very, very potent. In fact, already we can see the Skinks and Saurus arrayed on this wall. Very bad position. They're taking a lot of damage here. This Saurus Scar veteran just taking massive, massive shots from the Shade Wraith gunners. He's almost dead. And here come the deckhand. Not deckhands, the depth guard, that's the one. I'm going to stop the Shade Wraith gunners because otherwise they're going to start shooting our own people. So, yeah. But Skinks versus depth guard, that's going to be a very short fight. For the Skinks, anyway. More siege towers now reaching the walls. Got one over here that's on the wall. The gate is coming down almost. Some skinks here. I mean, it's very brave for them to stand here and try and defend the wall, but against, again, more depth guard. This is going to go not in their favour. As soon as the depth guards start hacking away. There we go. And the gate is down, which means we're now in. And yet more skinks trying to... I mean, there's... Mazdamundi's just got a lot of skinks, and it's not really going to work out for him. Is it Emmett? No. Especially when Sir Crabbington turns up as well. There's Daisy, and Richard's probably down there somewhere. Christ, Daisy. Alright, chill out. Just mincing skinks left, right and centre. Up on the walls, we're debuffing these units of Saurus warriors with shields over here. Slightly more powerful infantry to try and stop the depth guard. However, it doesn't look like it's working, as they're cutting their way through them. Especially now they're debuffed. Are they debuffed? Oh, they're not debuffed anymore. But we've got lots of depth guard now coming up. As some, we're just finishing off these skinks over here. Then we can move up and assist. Skinks racing back and forth, trying to help out. More depth guard coming in behind. So now the Saurus warriors are caught. It's not looking good for them. Meanwhile, the command group is trying to push up towards the city centre to deal with Mazdamundi. Got some Croxagors here. I do love the Croxagors, but they're kind of like... You know what? They're pretty similar to the animated Hulks, actually. They're just... The thing is, I like the Croxagors. I don't like the animated Hulks, because I guess maybe the Croxagors fill a role that isn't filled by anything else in the Lizardman army, whereas the animated Hulks feel like a downgrade from the rotting Prometheans. I think would be my argument. The rotting Prometheans are just like better. They're just more heavily armoured, more defensive, and they've got pretty much the same attack stats. So anyway, Croxagor's running away. So Crabbington heading up to deal with Mazdamundi. We've got Bastilian and Solar Engine. It's Mazdamundi's last defence. Unfortunately, it completely misses the charge. Ends up attacking a tree. So Crabbington's going to kick the shit out of it. Look at that. Look at him go. Fantastic stuff. Meanwhile, Emmett, Richard and Daisy just letting Sir Crabbington get on with it, to be honest. They're probably just nice to have a break from Cylostra, isn't it? Yeah, you better go and sort it out, my dear. And up on the walls, we have taken full control, although there is still a skink shaman somewhere, and we do have some depth guard down here who are engaging some Croxagors, and unfortunately they are not going to be doing very well against these Croxagors because the Croxagors are heavily armoured. These guys have no armour piercing. They are getting absolutely torn limb from limb. They are literally exploding when Croxagors hit them. We need to get down here and help them out. Going to try and heal them up, but unfortunately you can see they're just... Leadership's dropping. They're not having a nice time. We're going to try and come down and help them. Mazdamundi is being caught by the damned questing knights, but of course his attacks are magical, so he is going to be doing quite a lot of damage to them. But so Crabbington has his number. He's trying to get to him. Solar Engine running away. Richard's chasing after it. You going to take it down, Richard? Going to give it a little prod? Going to give it a little prod? Watch over his tail. It's a big lad. Nope, you just... Like, the damned questing knight, when the horse runs away, does it just run away forever? Or does it just die eventually? Oh well. Bastilian Solar Engine is running away. Mazdamundi taking a fireball to the bottom there. Mazdamundi is trying to get away, so Crabbington's chasing after him. It is the slowest high-speed chase in history. I mean, it's nail-biting stuff, isn't it? it's safe to say that Mazdamundi does die eventually, but we've seen him die a lot, so yeah. Well, we did lose a unit of depth guard, but they are surprisingly squishy. I don't know if you noticed this, but depth guard, very, very squishy unit. Not really a front line. Oh, a potion of strength. That's actually quite nice. Another rank. All good. Excellent. And we're going to occupy, and that should be Mazdamundi. Well, they've got these guys, but to be honest, I think we might be able to deal with them.
Admiral of the fleet.
I think we've probably got this. So, let's get some more corruption. Hopefully this place is going to rebel. We might be able to grab it. And I need to upgrade, so I need more money. Captain Sharky, what are we going to do with you, do we think? Well, what we are going to do is send Ellie to... Maybe we could fight Gentleman Jenkins. I reckon we can probably take Gentleman Jenkins, you know. I mean, okay, okay. Could have the helm of... You know what? Let's have the helm of Discord on Ellie. Got Sword of Might. I mean, you've got some nice items here, including this burnt banner of knights, which you don't really have any good unit to use on. But that's fine. We're gonna deal with Gentleman Jenkins again because he's here. Fresh meat. Oh, there we go. Well, he does. I mean, nah. Ellie can deal with this, no problem. Unfortunately, we've run out of time for this episode, so I'm going to have to leave it there. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.